Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is episode 19. The client has paid the deposit for this silky oak top. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be able to send him a progress photo today, which is awesome. So the rest of my week is going to be sorting through these boards and cutting them into thin strips or possibly wide strips if I get lucky, and just build out this tabletop. All right, it's been a pretty productive afternoon. I've only been going since 2:30. That's about an hour 15, no? Yes? Hour 45. And I'm now up to 375 mil. So, just over a third of the way there. This pile of timber, this one over here, and those ones there. Not that, that's the silky oak, but that over there. These all need to be ripped down into uniform strips, uniform width and thickness, because they are going to make up the outer cover of this office. I want this to be the backdrop of where I do presentations. So when I record voiceover for my videos, I like to be present in the video. That way I find it adds an extra clip that I can switch to if I need to. Like if I haven't filmed enough B-roll, I can switch to me actually telling the story. And I also think it gives you that storytelling element, which is super helpful. It's nice to instead of just listening to someone tell your story, they're actually telling you, and I can convey emotions and put more into it than just seeing my voice. So this is going to be the backdrop for that. If when it comes time to it, I'll pull a seat around, maybe get a small coffee table or something, and this will be where I present the story. So that backdrop's got to look nice, and it's got to look more like a set. I've just been working on the video for the high chair, and I haven't looked at any of the figures up until this point, so I haven't calculated the time that I spent on that project. Wow, I messed this up. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise, but I way underquoted for this project. Like, I didn't think it was this bad. Anyway, the video is gonna come out on Wednesday, so that'll be the day after this video. You guys can check it out there. But I gotta sort my shit out, because this is not how you run a profitable business. This is not even how you keep a business afloat. The Bosch tools came in yesterday afternoon, thankfully, so now I can get back onto that office build. What I was waiting for is this. So this is a hammer drill. I do have their big SDS Max drill over here, but that's a really big tool, and you need a converter, an adapter to get down to an 8mm bit. It'll probably be fine, but I just thought it's a better idea to use a tool that's probably more appropriate for drilling 8mm holes into masonry, as opposed to that thing, which is essentially a jackhammer. It also gives me a good opportunity to test these for the review that I'm doing and showcase them. It's not really testing, it's more of a showcase. So I'll be doing this to get through the timber and the masonry, and then outside with the paving job, I can use this to cut through some concrete. Also, very excited to finally have an impact driver. I don't have one yet. Now, whether I actually use this on my woodworking or not is up for debate, because I don't know how strong they are. So, and because it doesn't have a clutch, which I'm used to, I don't know. But the best part is that I have one unit for drilling, and then way over there, I have another one which I could use for driving. So I'm not having to switch bits all the time. This morning, I'm heading off to Josh at Rivergum Sawmill to go collect the African mahogany logs that we all cut up a few months back. I'm so excited to see how this timber has turned out. Righto, all loaded up. Some of the timbers come out amazing. Yeah, these things are so heavy. Yo. I'm making space in the wood pile now. I'm moving all of this flame tree that's been drying for about a year. It's basically almost dry. I've milled up one of the boards and it was basically dry, hardly any movement. So this is almost ready to be used. So I'll put this into that pile, a bit taller than I would normally like from a safety perspective, but because it's so light, I feel okay about it. That's going to leave this space empty for me to put the slabs in. This is the biggest slab, coming in at about 1.6 meters, and then at its widest point, keeping in mind it's not that at the base, its widest point it's 680 mil down to 53 mil. So a very, very chunky, sizable piece of timber. Gonna give it a wash in some borax now, just to help with any potential bugs. I do have another bit of African mahogany at the bottom of that pile, and there's no bugs on there, so I don't think it'll be a problem, but I do also have borax on there, so it's rather be safe than sorry, and now's the time to do it. So it's just borax and water. We'll also get a good view of the color of the timber now. Typical African mahogany, really pink. It reminds me of bacon. That's beautiful. Whoa, that is a two-man lift. These are now the smaller logs. They're also a bit more damaged. Just grab the tape measure. So you can see there's a lot more termite damage. This one's split, so they'll require a bit more work. You can see the ants in there coming after the termites. So this is almost 1.6 long, and it's around 350 wide. So definitely usable material, but I don't think it's going to stay as full slabs. That's the majority of it. Still got a few more to go, but that's what I'm leaving it for today. Really stoked with this. So that pile over there of the flame tree, that's going to be dry soon, within a few months, and I can dismantle that and put that probably a bit in my shop to store. And then that, come summertime, will then get the full brunt of the aircon compressor blowing over it. So then it will dry. Stoked. Man, this timber is awesome. So happy with it.